I've worked for Network Rail for just short of 4 years now. I first came in as a design engineer and I've been promoted since then into the design team leader for the Civils Design Group in York. I think the most enjoyable thing is the challenges that we get on a daily basis. It's great for the team and it's great for me to have different challenges, also different sizes and complexity. We work from really early feasibility all the way through to detailed design, which is really exciting. The other thing that I enjoy, which you wouldn't get at an external consultant, is that we're working very closely with all our clients, so it includes sponsors, project managers, project engineers, and that's, as I say, that's not something that you get external, and it's great to be part of one big team working for Network Rail.
I joined Network Rail because of the huge range of opportunities available within it, and partly because it occupies a bit of a unique space in the construction and civil engineering sector, being neither a consultant nor a contractor but a client. And that means I'm exposed to both design activities and site activities, and also what we call asset management, so a really broad range of things in engineering. And it's a really exciting time for railways across the whole country, time of massive investment, and that means lots and lots of work and lots of interesting things, and also the feeling of making a difference to the way that the country runs. I joined on the graduate training programme for civil engineering and spent time kind of quite broadly across the business, working primarily in the southwest, and that's given me experience of structures engineering from a variety of different perspectives, from a project side, working close to the construction of bridges, also from the management side of existing structures, and now on the design of repairs and refurbishment of the bridges. There's a great training scheme at Network Rail, and also great opportunities if you join later on. I think there's a great opportunity to influence the way that we spend public money on servicing and repairing the infrastructure, and within civil engineering that means we've got opportunities to target the investment at the structures and the locations that really need it. Within the Civils Design Group in Network Rail, we're really helping Network Rail to meet its target of being more efficient and in targeting the structures that need the most repair work. One of the great features of working for Network Rail is you do feel really connected to the railway business, whether that means exposure by working and spending time on site, or whether that's working in the same company as people responsible for the day-to-day running of trains. You feel the impact that your work has on the rail network and on the travelling public, and there's a close link between the engineering and the day-to-day operations side of the business.
So Alex, how long have you been at Network Rail?
I've been at Network Rail for just over 3.5 years now.
And why did you join Network Rail?
I think for me it was the opportunity to further my career, to join quite a small team, but a team that had ambition to grow quite rapidly over the next few years, and also a team which was working with a wide range of clients on a wide range of projects as well. My background primarily was in highway bridges, and I made the switch to the railway really because of the amount of investment which is going into the railway at the minute, and over the next 5 or 10 years I think there's going to be a lot of opportunities to work on some really good projects.
Network Rail is a large company. There are 35,000 of us spread across the whole country, and people with a huge range of specialisms in different disciplines. But it is easy to fit in because we all belong to local groups, and the team I work for is in the project side of the company, so we're dealing with repair and replacement and enhancement of our existing infrastructure. And we relate locally to people who look after the day-to-day running of the network, and also through other teams, commercial and project management, to the contractors who often carry out the work for us. So there's a large company, it's easy to find a place within it.
I'm a summer placement student at Network Rail. I've undertaken 3 summer placements of 8 weeks long with Network Rail, 2 of those with the asset management team and 1 with the Civils Design Group. CDG is Network Rail's internal design consultancy. My recent placement has involved doing options calculations on 2-foot bridges. I'm studying for an MEng in civil engineering at the University of Bristol. So I've just finished my 3rd year, which involved completing a project on sustainable urban drainage and also a module on sustainable design. When I graduate, I'd like to go into railways. I like the variety that's in the railways, that you can see what you do in the context of providing a public service which we all rely on and that shapes society.
The Buildings and Civils Design Group is Network Rail's internal design capability for buildings, which is stations and other line time buildings we have, and civil engineering, which is primarily structures and earthworks. spread across the country and primarily in York and Manchester and Bristol. We've got teams that look at particularly the renewals of existing structures, and that means we've got internal design and drawing capabilities to cover the whole design process, right from the feasibility to detailed design of structures works. There's great opportunity from being inside the same business as those who specify the works. It means you can get much closer to the needs of the operational railway and hopefully deliver things really efficiently.
I work for the Civils Design Group, which is in turn part of a larger group called Infrastructure Projects. And our work comes from the asset managers who are responsible for the territories into which the rail network is organised.
It wasn't my natural choice of company, to be honest with you. I chose to work for more mainstream consultancies. Put my name down to a few of them, got some interviews, and having an interview in London, it just seemed like a good place to go because, frankly, it was a new team that was setting up, and all the other places I went to, it was going into an existing team. And I've worked in a situation where you go into an existing team, and sometimes that can be a bit hard because you're kind of like, I don't know, you're kind of like, you've got to mesh in with a team that already exists. There's lots of different personalities, and I've got no problem with that because I've worked in other consultants before. On Network Rail, you're looking at structures which are old Victorian structures, metallic structures, things that are interesting because basically the railway was built, didn't really have a plan, it was built by different companies, different times, it was all pieced together, and that makes it a bit more of an eclectic mix of structures, whereas if you work for the highway authority, you work for the local government, yeah, you do get a mixture of bits and pieces, but you don't necessarily get the whole kind of blend of interesting structures you do on the railway. My primary role is to produce engineering drawings. I take record drawings, survey information from all kinds of places, examinations, and piece this together with the engineers to produce scheme drawings or solutions to problems, really. And most of the stuff we're doing is like 2D CAD, traditional stuff, AutoCAD, stuff like that, a little bit of MicroStation, moving into sort of BIM, making 3D models, 3D visualization. That's the kind of future of engineering. That's where things going. So it's I've been given a lot of time to play around with the software and to learn it, and it's complicated, but I really enjoy that kind of thing. Making 3D models is fun. That's it. Yeah. Work should be fun, shouldn't it? I mean, if you're not enjoying work, what's the point? That's why I'm concerned. But I enjoy it really.